Explanation for problem 10. The power system shown in figure below is on no load. The per unit reactances of all the components are as follows. So the positive sequence, negative sequence and zero sequence reactances for all the components are given in per unit. A double line fault, that is an LL fault, takes place at the high tension side of transformer T3. Determine the current at the fault point. So this is the given power system network. We have one generator, we have two motors, three transmission lines L1, L2, L3 and three transformers T1, T2 and T3. So LL fault occurs at the high tension side of the transformer T3 denoted as F. The fault point is denoted as F. So given all the reactances are in per unit and the machine ratings are not given, so we consider that the given per unit reactances are with respect to a common base. So no need to find out the new per unit values. So directly we will start with drawing the sequence networks. Positive sequence network. So this is X1 of generator, EMF of generator, positive sequence reactance of generator, positive sequence reactance of transformer T3, X1 of line 1, X1 of line 2, X1 of line 3. So you would have noticed in the given power system that the three transmission lines are in a delta configuration. Okay. So this is the positive sequence reactance of transformer T1. This is positive sequence reactance of motor M1, EM1, positive sequence reactance of T2, positive sequence reactance of motor 2, and this is the voltage of motor 2. Okay. So we can find out the equivalent positive sequence Thevenin impedance only by converting this delta into star. Okay. So we are going to convert this delta configuration of the three transmission lines into its equivalent star. So let's see how to convert that delta into star. Okay. So for that I have drawn only the delta part over here. So line 1, line 2, line 3. Okay. So I have drawn in the same way, format given in the positive sequence network. Okay. So I have taken Z1 star, Z2 star and Z3 star as the star equivalent impedances of the delta configuration. Okay. So what is Z1 star? It is ZL1 into ZL2 divided by summation of ZL1 plus ZL2 plus ZL3. So this is a formula for delta to star transformation. Okay. In the same way, Z2 star, this impedance is equal to these two adjacent impedances divided by summation of all the three impedances in the delta. In the same way, Z3 star is equal to the product of these two adjacent reactances ZL1 and ZL3 divided by summation of the three line reactances of the delta. Okay. So we calculate Z1 star is equal to J.0357 per unit. Z2 star is J.0286 per unit and Z3 star is J.0286 per unit. Okay. And the positive sequence network is redrawn after converting the delta into star. Okay. So now we have to draw the Thevenin's equivalent positive sequence network. So for that we need VPF in series with Z1 equivalent. Okay. And what is VPF? What is VPF? It is the pre-fault voltage at the fault terminals. But given power system network is on no load. So in the question they have mentioned the power system network is on no load. So we have to assume VPF is equal to 1 angle 0 per unit. Okay. So since the power system is on no load, consider VPF is equal to 1 angle 0 per unit. Then for finding Z1 equivalent, what we have to do? We have to short all the three voltage sources and redraw the circuit. Okay. As shown here. So I have combined all the I have combined all the series reactances into one. So in this branch there were 3 reactances, I have combined into one. Here also there were 3, I have combined into one. Okay, so here there were 2, I have combined into one. So after that we are shorting the voltage sources to find the Thevenin's equivalent reactance, equivalent positive sequence reactance. Okay, so we have this J.4 in parallel with J.0357 plus the parallel combination of these two reactances. Okay, so I have drawn the circuit for finding Z1 equivalent. J.4 is on the left hand side of fault point. So we have J.4486 and J.4486 in parallel. So the parallel combination of these two is in series with J.0357. Okay. So as a result, we have found Z1 equivalent as J.158 per unit. J.158 per unit. Okay. So I have, after the calculation, I have shown the equivalent circuit. Then we will draw the negative sequence network. So negative sequence network, there are 2 changes. What is the first change? You should not include the 3 voltage sources. And what is the second change? You have to write down the respective negative sequence reactances. Okay, so in this problem, for the motors and the generator, the negative sequence reactance is not same as the positive sequence reactance. Okay, so carefully write down the negative sequence reactance values. So again, for this delta configuration, we are drawing the equivalent star. We are drawing the equivalent star using the formula for delta to star conversion. Okay, so now these 3 are in series, these 3 are in series, these 2 are in series. Again, we can simplify the circuit like this. Okay, then draw the Thevenin's equivalent negative sequence network. So for that we need Z2 equivalent. Okay, so we have one reactance to the left hand side of F and we have series and parallel combination of few reactances on the right hand side. So Z2 equivalent is calculated as J.124 per unit. Okay, so this is the circuit for the Thevenin's equivalent negative sequence network. It consists of only one reactance Z2 equivalent. Okay, and in this problem, note that they have asked to calculate LL fault. So in the case of an LL fault, VA1 is equal to VA2 and IA1 is equal to minus IA2. Also, IA0 is equal to 0 and VA0 is equal to 0. That means in the combined sequence network for a LL fault, we will not include the zero sequence network. Okay, so for problems where LL fault current is asked, no need to draw the zero sequence network. Okay, so I have not drawn the zero sequence network in the problem because we have only positive and negative sequence networks in parallel. So now come to the double line fault, LL fault. We have connected the Thevenin's equivalent positive network and Thevenin's equivalent negative network in parallel. And write down the formula for IA1. VPF by Z1 equivalent by Z2 equivalent, which is minus J3.546 per unit. Now the magnitude of fault current is root 3 into magnitude of IA1. That is 6.14 per unit. So since we do not know the common base, leave the answer in per unit.